Hello everyone and welcome to Bridgestone Arena here in Nashville, Tennessee for game number 3 between the Nashville Predators and the Dallas Stars in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Let's take a look at our starting goaltenders as we have Pekka Rinne in goal for the Nashville Predators, looking to take a commanding 3-0 series lead here. As for the Stars, Ben Bishop looking to get his first win in this series, of course. Save percentage not looking as good as expected, as he played very solid in the first round. But let's get set for puck drop here. Tyler Seguin, Ryan Johansson, and we are off now. Granlund in for the Predators, drops it back for Ellis. Johansson in the slot, gives it back out to Ellis, the point shot. Easily stuck aside by Ben Bishop. Johansson now back to Ellis here, making his way down low for Granlund. Ellis back up to Johansson on the point, and there's a turnover there, and the pass was blocked, and Roope Hintz now walks along the offensive zone, tries to send it behind the net, but that one is stolen by Johansson, and the Predators will easily break out. Matt Duchene now giving it back for Ellis, and we got a breakaway here for Roope Hintz, and Ryan Ellis eventually catches up, but there's a stop up there by Hintz, a shot easily stopped there by Pekka Rinne. Dangerous chance there for the Stars early on. Back comes Duchene with a nice move between the legs, the shot into the glove of Ben Bishop, and we will get our first whistle of this game. Of course, in game number 2, if you happen to miss it, it was a insane finish as the Predators were up by as much as 4 heading into the third period, but the Stars crept back and made it to overtime despite getting a loss. But great comeback effort there as there's a shot by Turris. Jamie Benn now heading back the other way here for Dallas. Looking to get his team on the board now. Here is Sekera walking in. A shot along the ice is stopped. And Victor Arvidsson heading through center now. Dropping it back for Ekholm. Back on the right side for Fabro. Fabro down low, pinned against the boards. And Ben picks it up and swings it up for Denis Gurianov, who will just dump it in, and that will head out of play here. Jamie Benn leading the way for the Dallas Stars throughout this series. 10 points in 5 playoff games. Face-off win there, and here comes Jamie Alexiak now over for Janmark. Janmark making his way down, dropping it back for Radulov, centering pass. Great chance there by Faxa, but just unable to stick it by Pekka Rinne. What a great save there for the netminder as we look at Victor Arvidsson, who's leading the Predators in points there with 9, 2 goals, 7 assists. Great playoff run for him so far, and there's a face-off one there by Bonino. Bonino has it once again, walking up the right side through the neutral zone and swings it across to Grimaldi. And stopped there by Polak, and here comes Janmark now back the other way. Stopping up, giving it back for Alexiak. Alexiak feeding it to Faxa. Try to get it down low, but that one is stolen. Neutral zone turnover there, and Grimaldi has it now, walking over the blue line. And Polak knocks him off the puck there. Como gives it back up to Janmark. Como now over to Dickinson. Dickinson a turnover to Colton Sissons, and he's being pressured there. But the Predators will eventually break out now, and we got an offside whistle there by Como as the drop pass was picked off. Good pace here so far on both sides. Obviously, the Dallas Stars are going to want to try and strike early here, as they cannot afford to give up many chances to this powerhouse of an offensive group that the Predators have. Dickinson now walking over the blue line. Gets checked there, but makes the pass through. Ryan Ellis quickly gets it up to Sissons, and Sissons will play catch with Yarncrook there on the right side. And Ryan Ellis now the one-timer block there, and the Stars will head back now. Here is Andrew Cogliano. His first shift of the game. Cogliano now is knocked there, and Yarncrook will carry. Heading into the offensive zone now is Yarncrook. Yarncrook the shot. A rebound by Sissons does not go. And Ben Bishop will cover that one up. Great chance there for the Predators as that rebound Ben Bishop just couldn't control, and it was a great turnaround chance there for Colton Sissons early in this one here. Second line for both squads will step out now as Kyle Turris loses the draw there. And here is Philip Forsberg. Gets knocked off, and the Stars break out now. Jamie Benn with it. Ben now dropping it back to the point for Sekera. Back down to Ben. Ben over to Guryanov. Tried to get the shot off. Was contested, and back comes Victor Arvidsson now. Potential 3-on-2 here as Turris tried to make one too many passes as he just couldn't get that through. Forsberg now in the corner. Gets a shot off and into the chest of Ben Bishop. At this time, on behalf of the ENHL Network, we'd like to let you know that we are now donating all of the revenue generated from the stream to Project Hope in the fight against the coronavirus. Project Hope provides protective gear and other critical equipment to doctors and nurses working on the front lines. And if you'd like to donate, you can click the link in the chat, and you can donate directly through the stream through subscriptions, bits, or just being a viewer. So thank you so much for your support. Here come the Stars now as Weber turns it over there. Granlund now. Oh, and we got a collision in front of the net as Yannick Weber crashing there. A rare rush from Weber to jump into the offensive play. And he just completely takes out the net off its moorings there. And we'll get a face-off outside now. Bonino facing off against Sagan here on the draw. And Bonino wins it. Ham Hughes up to Rocco Grimaldi, who swings it behind the net. And here comes Bonino now circling in front, and he scores! What a series of unfortunate events there for the Dallas Stars, as just an innocent-looking shot, and Jamie Alexiak sneaks it by Ben Bishop. Wow, that is truly unfortunate as the Stars find themselves up 1 here with the potential to go up 3-0 in this series. Bonino line steps back out, and Bonino wins the draw. Here is Weber now with it. And he'll dump it behind the net over to Roman Polak. Polak gives it up to Alexiak, and they try to break out here, but Grimaldi picks off the pass. Centering pass for Ham Hughes. Back over to Grimaldi. He drives in, tries to get the shot off. Stuck aside there by Polak. Janmark now. Working with Radulov. Dropping it back for Polak over to Faksa. Alexiak with it. Tried to pass it. Poked there, and Craig Smith now for the Predators. Heads over the offensive blue line. And Ham Hughes now with Grimaldi. Grimaldi down low the shot. Weird angle there. Almost goes through. Grimaldi now picks up the rebound once again. And here's Craig Smith. Tried to make one too many passes. And Janmark will easily break out and dump it into the zone. Johansson now gives it up for Ryan Ellis, and they got a little bit of a break here as the puck gets through, but Ben Bishop plays it over to Polak. And Cogliano moving into the offensive zone. Stopping up, waiting for his teammates to get open. Dickinson. Lindell back to Dickinson. Polak the point shot. That one is blocked by Cogliano in front. And Yossi now playing with it in front of his goaltender. Gets it up to Grimaldi. Over to Johansson. Backhand shot doesn't go. And here's Esa Lindell. Back up for Rupe Hintz. Rupe Hintz now gives it off to Perry the shot. And that one tipped off of Rine's glove, and it went wide. Here are the Predators now moving back the other way. Ryan Johansson. Centering pass, and that one is tipped by Yarncrook, but Ben Bishop shuts the door there. Ben Bishop looking a little shaky, of course, early on. Not much he can do about that first goal against, as Jamie Alexiak just slid it perfectly through his legs. For an unfortunate first goal here, Sisson wins the draw. Over to Fabro, tried to get it to Watson for the one-timer, no good. Ben now moving in for Dallas. Giving it to Pavelski, the shot into the glove of Pekka Rinne. And we will get another whistle here. Dallas going to have to respond here as soon as possible, as that last game is going to be one of the few comebacks that you'll ever see, especially against such a strong defensive team like Nashville. And you can imagine they're going to do their best to shut the door here. Yarncrook now. Centering to Fabro, can't get the shot off, and Miro Heiskanen now with a little space, heads up ice. With a nice windmill move, can't get the shot off, gets it back, and Rene stopped that one. Great move there by the young defenseman Miro Heiskanen. Andre Sekera now gives it up to Jamie Benn. Benn now toe dragging, giving it back to Gurianov. The shot went wide. Great chance there by Denis Gurianov, who's had a pretty strong series for Dallas so far. Arvidsson now working along the right side. Gets it off to Ekholm, who was knocked off from behind there. Strong hit there by Dallas. And here is Miro Heiskanen trying the windmill again, but that one is stolen by Arvidsson. Back up to Forsberg now. Turris. Hamhuis tried to center it, and Perry knocks him off the puck there. Trying to get a rush here is Dallas, using their physicality, of course. We saw that Esa Lindell is leading these playoffs in hits. Let's see if they can continue their physical presence here. Miro Heiskanen over to Hintz. Quick puck movement here by the Stars as Hintz gets it down low. Moving in front, wide open. Stopped there by Rene on the backhand. Cal Turris now moving it up, and Craig Smith eventually gets it. And he's working down low now, swinging it back for Arvidsson. Arvidsson tried to get it back, but that one is stolen, and the Stars break out here. Minute left to go here in the first period. 1-0 to score. Blake Como now gets knocked off by Weber. He recovers it, centering pass to Cogliano. He scores. What a great play there by Blake Como to stay in pursuit of that puck, even after getting knocked off of it. And he just makes a perfect seam pass, cross crease to Cogliano, and no chance for Pekka Rene there. What a beautiful pass, completely unexpected. Catches him off guard, and he feeds it into the top left corner. Well, and that's a huge response by Dallas to tie this one up here with under a minute left to go in this first period. And let's see if anything can happen here in the final seconds of this period. Colton Sissons now moving over the circle behind the net. He retains possession, a shot by Watson in front. Stopped by Ben Bishop. And the Predators looking to take a lead here before this period ends. Great chance there for Austin Watson in front. Sissons now back on the draw against Foxa. Foxa wins it. 5 seconds left to go here, and Stars trying to get a last-second shot, and they will, but that one is easily stopped by Pekka Rene, and we will head into the second period now with a tie game, 1-1. Great chances on either side to try and get and break this lead. Thank you so much for tuning in so far, and we will see you back here momentarily. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Bridgestone Arena here for period number 2 of Game 3 between the Dallas Stars and the Nashville Predators here in round number 2. Eric Cruikshank on the call here for the ENHL Network. Score is 1-1 here in Nashville after the first goal there. Opening up was the Nashville Predators, and a great response there with less than a minute to go for the Stars. Let's see who can strike next. Point shot there by Klingberg is wide. Granlund now moving out for the Predators. Lindell with it, gives it back to Klingberg. Sagan over to Perry for a quick breakout now. Johansson steals the centering pass, and Granlund moves back now. Duchesne working along the circle there, but that one is stolen. A turnover in front. Duchesne with the backhand shot. Weak and wide there. Klingberg now. Moving it up for Rupe Hintz. Giving it out to Pavelski with some space. Hands it off to Corey Perry. Heiskanen now over to Sekera. Good puck movement here by the Stars. Granlund now. Fabro. Back to Granlund over to the right side. And Fabro gets it back here. Dante Fabro jumping into the rush now. Tries to center it there, but Ben steals it and gives it off to Perry now. Heiskanen over to Sekera with some space. He gets a shot off along the ice and just shot off the pad there. Kyle Turris now moving back the other way over to Forsberg with a nice move between the legs. Gets some space. Gets it back out to Weber, the shot. And that one is stopped by Bishop. Pavelski now moved between the legs, and Ben gets a shot. Easily stopped there by Pecorine. Back come the Predators now. Rocco Grimaldi. Over to Weber. Arvidsson wide in front. Wide open chance there for Victor Arvidsson. Great save by Ben Bishop. Denis Gurianov now heading back. Centers it to Alexiak. Back to Pavelski, the shot. No good, and we will get an icing call here. And that will be the first icing of this game. Good pressure by the Stars in their own zone, trying to take a lead here and prevent a 3-0 series lead that Nashville can get. And, of course, they have that home advantage. The crowd in Nashville is always amazing. And let's see if they can play a role in this game at all. Radulov now working in the corner, trying to get it centering in front. Nice shot there from a weird angle is stopped. Grimaldi now giving off to Weber, up to Turris. Turris over to Rocco Grimaldi, back to Kyle Turris. Yannick Weber now centering pass. Wide open was Craig Smith, but poked aside there by Ben Bishop. Blake Como now working down low, gets knocked off but picks it back up. Blake Como with a strong move to the front of the net. Couldn't get the shot off. Austin Watson now back with Cal Yarncrook in the offensive zone. Watson working with Yannick Weber. Weber back to Yarncrook. Yarncrook now on the dot. Gives it back up to the point for Weber, who's knocked off. Yarncrook recovers, but the Stars eventually take it back and head back through center now and dump it in. Dan Hamhuis back up to Kyle Turris, and on the left side now we got a breakaway here for Austin Watson moving in. Shot along the ice there is easily stopped by Ben Bishop. Wonderful chance there by the Predators to get themselves ahead in this game here. Ryan Ellis now back up for Watson. Back to Kelly Yarncrook, who will just safely dump it in and get a change here. Esa Lindell, and there's a turnover there by Watson now moving his way in front. Tried to get a pass off. That one was tipped. Here come the Stars now. Radek Faksa in the offensive zone. Gives it off to Lindell. Back to Klingberg. Radulov now working with Klingberg. Gets it to Faksa. The shot by Janmark is blocked. Craig Smith, and back to Nick Bonino was tripped there, and Esa Lindell will head to the box for 2 minutes off the tripping penalty. And he tried to put his body on the line there and block that shot, and unfortunately he just caught the legs of Bonino, so this power play will go to work here. The Predators with the first opportunity to score on the man advantage here. Here comes Ekholm, back to Johansson, back to Shane now. And there's a pick off there by Cogliano. He's got a breakaway, stops up a shot, and easily stopped there by Rene. Andrew Cogliano now keeping the pressure on here, but Duchesne picks it up, gives it off to Arvidsson, toe dragging there. And this Predators power play can't seem to get much of a possession here as Cogliano just dumps it out. And Ellis and Ekholm will regroup now on their own blue line. Here comes Johansson, giving it off to Ekholm. Gets a little space, a shot. Stopped there by Ben Bishop. Not a lot of possession here by the Predators in the own zone. Good effort by Dallas to stand tall. And this second power play unit for the Predators will step out now. Granlund loses the draw. And Polak will just send it down into the Predators zone. Regrouping now is Ellis. Ellis swinging it up now for Craig Smith. Craig Smith back to Forsberg, the shot. into the glove of Bishop. Another face-off here in the Stars zone. Ben Bishop playing a much better game here early on, as at this point in the game they were down by at least 3. In game 2, of course, back in Dallas. Granlund now on the draw, loses once again to Blake Como, and Polak will send it back down once again. Kyle Turris now behind the net, moving up. Gives it up to Forsberg. Forsberg over to Craig Smith. Smith back to Granlund. Granlund tries to get a shot off, stopped by Klingberg, and Granlund pursuing the rebound there, but Polak eventually gets it back up to Dickinson. Dickinson now making his way behind the net on the left side, tries to get it up to the point, but Granlund picks it off, and we got a little break here for the Predators. Here is Philip Forsberg. Centering pass is stolen. Great defensive play there by Corey Perry to get back. Tyler Seguin now trying to turn some defense into offense here. Klingberg now on the point. Pass is poked. And Craig Smith now with a nice turnover generated there. Moves back in now behind the net. Centering pass to Forsberg is stopped by Bishop. Corey Perry now dropping it back for Rupe Hintz. Tried to get it to Seguin for a great chance there, but Granlund stole it. And we'll give it off to Forsberg now. Forsberg moving across the circle, shot along the ice, a rebound by Yarncrook, can't go through. Ekholm now, giving it up to Colton Sissons. Sissons now behind the net. Tried a centering pass there. Ekholm recovers it. Yarncrook with a slap shot there is stopped. Austin Watson now. Back up to Ekholm. Ekholm now back to Watson. Ekholm now playing catch with Austin Watson here. Shot blocker side by Ben Bishop. Calle Yarncrook now with a nice toe drag move. Gets a little space back to Sissons. And that one will just flutter into the chest of Ben Bishop. Doesn't look like Sissons got all of that shot off there. But nevertheless, they will get a face-off here in the offensive zone. Pretty quick pace to this second period here. 5 minutes left to go here with a 1-1 game. Of course, the Dallas Stars facing a 3-0 deficit if the Predators come out with a win here, and there's a nice chance for Jamie Alexiak jumping into the rush. Radek Faksa gets it back to the point for Polak, and they will change positions here as Gurianov. Back down to Polak now, back once again to Faksa. Faksa once again, his pass is picked, and Grimaldi gets it. Over to Smith on the left side, changing positions now. Smith now back to for Hamhuis. Yannick Weber now the shot into the glove of Ben Bishop once again. Lots of chances here for Nashville as they have seemed to switch up the momentum here, as it was all Stars early in this period. Face-off now is won by the Predators. Ryan Ellis gets it off to Granlund. Couldn't get the pass off as he was checked there. Polak now back up for Radek Faksa, and he will head over center. Faksa behind the net is double teamed there by Duchesne and Ellis, but he recovers it somehow. Here come the Stars. Janmark now moving to center, but good contest there by Johansson, and Yossi will break it out now for Granlund. Duchesne now the slap shot. Glove there, but Ben Bishop gives it off, and the Predators take it. Duchesne now trying to get it over to Granlund. Is stolen, and back come the Stars now. Sekera back to Corey Perry for the slap shot. Stopped by Pekka Rinne. Interesting play there by Ben Bishop to give that pass off, even though he had it in his glove, and that one was easily stolen by the Predators. He's lucky that they didn't make him pay on that one. Sekera now back to Polak the shot, and that one is stopped. Or Heiskanen, rather. Minute 29 left to go here in this second period. Pretty tight, contested competition here by both teams, as a lot is on the line here for either side. Of course, the Predators would love to get up by a even more significant margin here. Going up 3 as there's a great chance by Corey Perry in front. And of course, for the Stars, they want to just crawl back in this series as best as they can, as Forsberg now turns it over to Seguin. Seguin working by himself now, trying to get it across, but that one's stolen by Forsberg. Forsberg moving in, stopping up, looking for a centering pass. He gets it over to Ekholm. Turris a shot. Stopped by Ben Bishop. And here comes Arvidsson, a chance in front alone. Could not bury it. And Cogliano drops it back down for Heiskanen. And Dickinson with a last-second shot there. That was quite the ambitious chance for the Stars there as the second period expires here in Nashville. Score still remains 1-1. No scoring in this period, but some great chances throughout for either side. Thank you so much for tuning into this game so far, and we will be back here for period number 3 momentarily. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Bridgestone Arena here for period number 3 between the Nashville Predators and the Dallas Stars. Game number 3 here is tied at 1 in this third period. Let's see who can get on the board next, which will be huge for either side. As the first goal was scored by Nashville, as we get an offside there. Nick Bonino bearing and Andrew Cogliano responding in the final minute of that first period, but since then, it has been majority all Predators. If you take a look at the shots there, it's 24-14 in favor of Nashville. Of course, they have the opportunity to go up 3-0 in this series. And of course, with the Stars just trying to crawl back in as best as they can. And let's get set here for period number 3. Here is Ryan Johansson giving it off to Duchesne. Centering pass for Johansson along the ice. Couldn't get it under the pad of Ben Bishop. Sagan now, making his way back with Hintz. Corey Perry, moving in. Centering pass to Hintz is caught there by Rene. What a wonderful chance there for the Stars. And there's been a lot of those great chances, but Rene has been cool under pressure so far, as has Ben Bishop. And this is a great response game for Ben Bishop, of course, after that heartbreaking loss in overtime. And, of course, we could see another overtime game here. Kyle Turris now, dropping it back for Yossi, back to Turris. Ryan Ellis, the point shot is wide. Sekera picks up the rebound, and Pavelski, trying to break out, is turned over by Arvidsson. Gurianov eventually recovers it and safely breaks out to Ben, who is knocked off the puck. And what a massive hit there by Denis Gurianov. Taking exception to that hit on his captain, Jamie Benn, just runs over the defender. Let's take another look at it here, and he will go to the box for 2 for charging on the big hit to Ryan Ellis there. And this power play will go to work once again, unable to convert on the first one, as that was a great penalty kill by the Stars earlier in this game. Let's see if they can score on this one, as Craig Smith's shot goes wide and the Stars just dump it back down. Weird play in front, and Como picks it up, and the Stars have possession now. Here is Dickinson with Polak. And eventually the Predators recover it. Great chance there by Dallas, though, as this great penalty kill continues. Forsberg tries to center the pass. No good. Smith's shot is wide. Ryan Ellis now with Granlund. Granlund tried to get it across, a no-look pass to Smith, but the Stars pick that off and dump it down. Here is Ekholm, giving it up for Smith. Smith over to Forsberg, who is rocked there by Esa Lindell. And that is your playoff leader, and hits right there, making his physical presence known. Back come the Predators quickly now. Trying to center it there was Forsberg, and he will be heading to the box here as he tripped up Lindell. Cogliano seeing what they can do here, but there will be a whistle. And that's just a blatant penalty there. Some laziness by Forsberg after getting the turnover. And he tripped up Polak pretty good here, and he will head to the box for 2, making this a 4-on-4. Face off now in the Predator zone. Here is Pavelski. 5 seconds left on the Nashville advantage, and Sissons will just dump it down now as the power play for the Stars will go to work here. Dennis Gurianov giving it up for Heiskanen. Heiskanen jumping up into the rush. Drops it off for Perry. The slap shot is high and wide. Sissons now trying to dump it down, but Janmark pressures. Here's Corey Perry. The shot along the ice is just to the right side of Pekka Rinne. Easily dumped down there by Nashville. Here comes Heiskanen back once again. Great pass up to Janmark. Perry now through center. Point shot there by Klingberg is stopped. Gurianov now back to Perry. Saved there by Rinne. 46 seconds left to go here on the man advantage for Dallas. Some great chances here to respond after that bad penalty there by Gurianov. Face-off won by Nashville, but the Stars recover it. Pavelski now giving it down for Radulov. A weird angle shot is wide. And the Predators dump it down. And here comes Yarncrook pressuring now. Tried to pick off a pass, no good, and Radulov gets it. Yarncrook with it, gives it off to Fabro in the center, and there's another turnover. Pavelski pressuring. Turris has it now over to Yarncrook, and Forsberg gets it back to Yarncrook with some space on the left side, and tried to drop it back in the neutral zone, but there's another turnover. Here's Pavelski. Pavelski, another turnover there to Fabro, moving across the offensive zone now for Yossi. Tried to pass it, and that was picked off. Corey Perry moving back the other way. Corey Perry now behind the net, centering to Heiskanen, and he was hit hard there by Grimaldi. And here's Grimaldi now once again, giving it off to Smith with a little space. The shot into the chest of Ben Bishop. And we are at even strength now. And here is going to be another face-off in Ben Bishop's zone there, who has played phenomenal in this one. As the Stars' defense continues to let up a lot of great opportunities, but Grimaldi was a big hit there on the young defender Miro Heiskanen. Predators regrouping here now with their third line against this top line for the Stars. Rupe Hintz now over to Corey Perry. Perry now with a nice move back to Hintz. The shot into the shoulder of Pekka Rinne, and Grimaldi is rocked there by Corey Perry. Some physical tension here brewing in Nashville. Here is Sagan now, looking for the go-ahead goal. Corey Perry back to Hintz. Heiskanen now for Sekera, back to Heiskanen. Sekera now for Perry. Perry over to Sagan, back to Heiskanen. Sekera now, Heiskanen the point shot, and that one will be covered by Pekka Rinne as Perry almost buried the rebound there. Good response here by the Stars. This next goal will be huge, obviously, as just about 10 minutes have expired here in this third period, and we still find ourselves tied. Alexiak now over to Janmark. The shot is wide. Hamhuis moving up himself, gives it off to Granlund. Granlund now working on the defender, drops it back for Hamhuis, and Hamhuis' pass was stolen by Janmark, and Radulov now breaking through the middle of the ice. Alexiak, a shot along the ice, tried to generate a rebound there, but the defensive Nashville were able to clear it out now, and here's Duchesne over to Sissons. Weber now with a little space in front, and that one is stopped by Ben Bishop. Good transition offense here by the Predators. Seems to be proving well for them as they get a lot of chances in transition, of course. Moving the puck up very quickly are the defense and finding their wingers in open space along the boards. Colton Sissons now wins the draw over to Ellis. Yossi a shot, and that one is stopped, creaking through Ben Bishop. He couldn't see that one. And Yarncrook now is knocked off, but Yossi picks it up. Ellis down low for Sissons. Ellis down low once again. Watson over to Sissons. The shot right in the slot, could not get it on net. Let's see if the Stars can break back in here. Is Cogliano. Cogliano now back to the point for Lindell. Lindell working along the blue line, but he is going to be turning that one over. And Sissons now dropping it back for Ryan Ellis. The shot along the ice couldn't go. Philip Forsberg now working along the boards. He is pressured there by Pavelski, and he eventually takes it up for Cogliano. Cogliano waiting for his teammates now in the offensive zone, dropping it back for Klingberg. Pavelski now turn over there, but he gets a little space over to Cogliano. Lindell with the point shot, tip there, rebound by Pavelski, and eventually covered by Pekka Rinne. Well, it seems to be every other minute there's a different form of pressure by either side, as Rinne way out of his crease there. And you got to cover that if you're going to be way out, because those rebounds are going to be pounced all over, and the Stars just unable to convert on that great chance. Gurianov, Pavelski, over to Alexiak. Bend down low for Gurianov. Tries to send a pass along the behind of the net, but Predators break in now as Alexiak here takes it for Pavelski. Pavelski now, Gurianov. Working down low, Gurianov takes his pass and tried to sneak it off a weird angle there. And we got another penalty coming in the crucial minutes here of this third period. It's going to be Kyle Turris for hooking. He will go to the box for 2 minutes. Let's take a look here. And yes, right into the hands of Denis Gurianov. And you can't do that, as that's just a very undisciplined penalty here with less than 6 minutes left to go in this third period. Tied with a chance to go ahead.
Predators penalty to number 8, Kyle Turris.
Calle Yarncrook now breaking over center. Short-handed here for Nashville. Ryan Ellis with it over to Ekholm. Ellis now. And there's a turnover there. We got a 2-on-1 here. Is Janmark and Gurianov. Janmark now stopping up, waiting for Perry, the shot, and that one goes wide. And Granlund back now the other way. We'll just send it behind the net there, as he had a pretty good chance one-on-one, but will elect to just make the safe play. Back come the Stars now. Breaking in is Janmark. The shot quickly there by Gurianov is stopped. The Stars with a pretty great chance early on in this power play, as Cogliano with the patience waited for his teammates to come in, but Corey Perry just sent the shot wide, and that one he wishes he probably had back. Corey Perry, the shot is blocked there by Sissons, and he will send it back down into the Stars zone. Rupe Hintz now on the power play here for the Stars. Neutral zone turnover, and Yossi has it. Gurianov steals it back once again, and Hintz over to Ben. Ben tried to send it behind the net, but that one is stolen and sent back down into the Dallas zone. Corey Perry up for Jamie Benn. Jamie Benn now stopping up, waiting. Shot there is blocked by Fabro. Colton Sissons once again moving in. 3-on-2 here for the Predators. Bonino dropping it back for Ryan Ellis, and he is rocked there by Pavelski. What a hit there by the veteran of this Stars team. Weber now with a little space, dropping it down low for Sissons. Hintz pressures him there, and Radulov moves in now for Dallas. Radulov handing it off to Duchesne for the turnover there, but Duchesne eventually gets it back and breaks it up for Turris now. Rupe Hintz giving it up for Janmark. Here's Radulov. Radulov check there, but Heiskanen has it now. A point shot is stopped. And Matt Duchesne making his way back up quickly now. Tries to center it for Johansson. No good. Here come the Stars now. A backhand shot weak into the chest of Pekka Rinne for another whistle. With just under a minute and a half here left to go in this third period. Face off now in the Predators zone. Dickinson. And Bonino eventually recovers it back over to Craig Smith. Craig Smith handing it over to center, but Cogliano steals that one. Good defensive positioning there by the Stars to clog up the front of their net there, and Como will break in now. Like, Como gives it off to Dickinson, and Dickinson didn't get all of that one, so Rinne just recovers it and gets a face-off pretty easily there. "46 seconds left to go here as overtime seems imminent, but there's a great chance there by Dickinson. Almost buries it, another chance. And covering it up is Pecorine, who's played phenomenal in this game so far. His team has led the offense most of the way, but without some big saves late in the game here, this one could be very different. Tyler Seguin now taking the draw here for the Stars, and he loses it there to Turris. Arvidsson now dropping it back for Forsberg, trying to just retain possession as much as possible here as time is eventually going to expire in the third period. Any last second chances? Let's see what goes on. Here is Jamie Alexiak giving it up to Seguin. Seguin back to Polak. Polak now with Perry. Seguin behind the net for Rupe Hintz. Giving it off to Perry. Another shot there by Seguin. What a grade A chance there for Tyler Seguin. Tried to sneak it into the top right corner, but Rene shut the door. And a pretty great rebound there generated by Corey Perry. The shot just along the ice forced Rene to stick the pad out. And Faxa wins the draw there for the Stars. 10 seconds left to go here. Janmark now, another shot there by Radulov. Right in the front of the net. Could not bury. Duchesne now giving it back to Ekholm. Here comes Johansson quickly. And time will expire here in the third period. And we will get another overtime finish here in this one. Score is 1-1 here at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville in game number 3. Predators with a chance to go up 3-0. And the Stars with a chance to crawl back in this series. We will be back here momentarily. At this time, on behalf of the ENHL Network, we'd like to let you know that we are now donating all of the revenue generated from the stream to Project Hope in the fight against the coronavirus. Project Hope provides protective gear and other critical equipment to doctors and nurses working on the front lines. And if you'd like to donate, click the link in the chat, and you can donate directly through the stream through subscriptions, bits, or just being a viewer. So thank you so much for all of your support. Here we are in overtime of game number 3. At Bridgestone Arena here in Nashville. Shot there by Johansson, just doesn't sneak through, but the story of this game has been goaltending, of course. I mean, both offenses have had some wonderful chances, but Ben Bishop with a great bounce-back game and Pecorine with some massive saves down the stretch. Forced overtime here, and lots on the line here in this game 3 for either side. Corey Perry now dropping it back for Klingberg, centers it for Lindell, and Granlund picks that pass off and heads back now. Granlund trying to send it back, no good, and the Stars back the other way, 2-on-2. Seguin now back for Perry, the wide-angle shot is stopped by Rene. Great chance there off of the great pass by Tyler Seguin, and Corey Perry just couldn't sneak it by. Great effort by Pecorine to get back as quickly as he could. We've got a lot of good chances here early on in this overtime with just 2 minutes gone. Victor Arvidsson now. Moving along the right wing here is Arvidsson. Gets knocked off by Jamie Benn. Nice hit there. And he picks up the puck and heads back the other way for Gurianov. Gurianov sending it behind the net. Pavelski recovers that one. Makes his way in front. Great chance there by Joe Pavelski. But Rene shut the door once again. Unbelievable stuff here in overtime as both offenses are getting right to it. They're not holding back at all. Stars lose the draw here as Arvidsson takes it and gives it up for Forsberg now, walking over the blue line. Forsberg dropping it back for Ekholm. Behind the net now for Turris. Stars eventually recover and head back the other way for Gurianov. Pavelski with a little break of shot. And Rene will let that one go. And Forsberg will head back, trying to catch the Stars off guard here. Forsberg now centering it for Ekholm. Ekholm with a grade A chance. Did not elect to shoot there. Fabro now dropping it back. Gets another turnover here, and Gurianov heads back. Here's Kyle Turris now, as he tried to drop it back, but that one was stolen. Bad deke there by Dallas causes another turnover. Craig Smith now the shot, high and wide. Bishop trying to recover off of that save. Bonino now giving it up to Grimaldi, over to Janmark. Janmark now over for Radulov. Janmark now checked there, and Smith picks it up, and here is Arvidsson. Arvidsson getting hit pretty hard there by Polak. Well, that's Grimaldi rather, and Boxer will drop it back for Polak. Here's Rupe Hintz. Rupe Hintz now on the face-off circle. Hintz the pass to Alexiak, the one-timer stopped by Rene. Nice chance there for Jamie Alexiak, shooting off of one knee there. Right in the slot, just directly into the glove of Pekka Rene, unfortunately. Great chance there earlier on as well for Joe Pavelski, as he got a little daylight. Trying to make the Predators defense pay here, but unable to convert. Face-off one there by Colton Sissons, back to Dan Hamhuis. Hamhuis swings it up the right side for Austin Watson now, breaking in along the circle. Stops at the half wall and tries to center it, but Sagan steals that one, gives it up to Perry. Sagan once again now, moving in behind the net, dropping back, centering in front to Hintz, who could not get it past Pekka Rene there, and we got a 2-on-1 now. Austin Watson stopping up, electing to slow down. Colton Sissons once again is checked, and Hintz recovers that. Heading back the other way now is Rupe Hintz. Hintz now centering for Klingberg, the rebound, and another shot there by the Stars, but Rene shuts the door. Pekka Rene with a wonderful performance here in overtime, as he cannot afford to make any mistakes here, and he's remained very cool under pressure. Johansson loses the draw there to Dickinson, and Cogliano takes a shot high and wide on the left wing there. And here comes Ryan Ellis with a partial break now. Ryan Ellis in alone. He shoots and is stopped by Bishop. Great save by Ben Bishop there to keep this game tied at 1 in overtime. And we got a penalty coming, and it's going to go against the Dallas Stars, as the Predators will head on the power play once again. What a great chance there by Ryan Ellison. Unfortunately, Granlund gets hooked there by Lindell in the corner, and the Stars will be very upset with that penalty there if this results in a goal. Ekholm now. Arvidsson the shot once again. Rebound by Johansson, stopped, and Bishop elects to let it go, and they will send it back down into the Predator zone now. Ryan Ellis regrouping. Gives it up to Johansson, back to Ellis. Quickly over to Arvidsson on the right side. Centering pass for Johansson as he moves along the left. Arvidsson stops up, gets a little daylight. Arvidsson with a shot, and that one stopped by Bishop, and that one almost creaks through, but he stops that one, and we will get another face-off here in the Dallas zone. This power play by Nashville is finally bouncing back here, getting a lot more chances than they were earlier in this game, and this is exactly the chance that you want to get hot. Granlund now taking the draw against Faksa. Granlund wins it. Smith a shot, and that one is stopped by Ben Bishop, and he lets it go again. Some dangerous plays here by Ben Bishop, but luckily his team is able to clear them out pretty easily. Heiskanen will send that one back down into the Predators zone. Less than a minute to go here on the man advantage. Here comes Craig Smith now, giving it off, and that one is tipped. Forsberg eventually picking it up. Ekholm now gives it off to Smith for the one-timer, no good. Sekera now dumps it in on his backhand. Yossi will pick it up in his own zone. Granlund moving across for Forsberg. The one-timer by Smith is stopped. Another great chance there by Craig Smith on that left side with these one-timers. Eventually, you got to think one of them is going to go in. Yossi now giving it off to Forsberg. Granlund now back to Duchesne, the shot, and that one is off the glove of Bishop and wide. Yossi the shot. Once again, a rebound by Granlund. What an amazing save by Ben Bishop. Duchesne back in front. Another save by Bishop. Ben Bishop with a wonderful performance here in overtime. What an incredible chance by the Nashville Predators, just unable to convert. Here comes Arvidsson now, making his way behind the net. Tries to get back out to the defense and will miss that. Back into the zone now is Matt Duchesne. A turnover there by Duchesne, and Sagan gets a wonderful chance once again on Rene, but he's able to shut the door. And Granlund is going to be shaking his head here, as that was an incredibly acrobatic save there by Ben Bishop to keep this game tied here in overtime. Pavelski now with a chance to respond here for the Stars. Ben now back to Lindell. Lindell turns it over to Watson, and Ekholm takes it to the left side for Järnkrok. Järnkrok centering for Watson. The shot along the ice is stopped by Ben Bishop. Ben now over to Klingberg. Klingberg making his way over the blue line, dumps it back in behind the net. Ekholm centers it for Watson. Gets it back to Ekholm, and Järnkrok will break in now for the Predators with a little break here. Shot high into the left shoulder of Ben Bishop, and he's able to cover that one. 6:37 left to go here, and Ben Bishop has been the story here for the Dallas Stars, keeping them in this one. If they're able to come out with a win, it will definitely be because of him. Tied up face-off there, and the Stars lose that one. Weber along the boards now in the neutral zone. Kicks it back into his own zone for Dan Hamhuis. Yannick Weber now over to Järnkrok. Hamhuis now with it after Weber got knocked off pretty good there. Sissons now turns it over for Ben. And we got Järnkrok on the ice now. Looks like he's hurt. Jamie Benn now back to Gurianov, and that one stick lifted there, and Jamie Benn with a big hit in the offensive zone. Gurianov now a shot along the ice, and Weber picks up the rebound. Transition offense here for the Predators. Here comes Craig Smith over to Bonino, wide open, he scores! Nick Bonino, game-winning goal, gets the Nashville Predators a 3-0 series lead in round number 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. What an unfortunate finish for Ben Bishop, as he played phenomenal throughout this game, and just no chance to slide across there, as he didn't expect the pass to come, and that's a wide open chance there for Nick Bonino, and he's not going to miss that. Nick Bonino with his second goal of the game, and that's the biggest one, and he will give his team a 3-0 series lead with a chance to advance to the Western Conference Final here. Thank you very much for tuning into this presentation of the NHL Playoff Network for game number 3 between the Dallas Stars and the Nashville Predators. What a finish there, and we will see you guys in the next game. Thank you for tuning in.